Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are continuing our pursuit of the remodel, the reorganization, and tour of the ongoing progress of my movie theater room. You wanted to see it as it went along. We are working some in here tonight. I'm going to bring you with us, so pop that tape in. I got you. Let's go do this. All right, so this is the same day that I posted my first video, so make sure you check out that video. I kind of showed you the whole mess. The mess hasn't changed a lot. I've been doing like some stuff it's harder to notice. Been doing a lot of measuring. Right now, I have Risha, my little minion, is in the other room putting together first of probably 2 additional shelves now that are coming in. We're going to check on her in just a minute, and I'm going to show you around what we're doing. I'm going to show you what she's doing, and then I'm going to put the camera down. We may work some time lapse in here. You guys can just see what I'm working on. I'll talk about it. I'm going to start by trying to kind of look through the shelves maybe and pull out some stuff to purge, and then I'll probably do a video on all that, like just my whole stack of probable purges. But lots of stuff going on. There's parts coming in. My ATMOS system is coming in a part at a time here. I'm getting constant shipping updates. So there's just a lot going on. So we've got the shelf getting going. Lots to do. So as I told you in the other video, here's my main shelves back here. Over here is my main shelving area. And back here, where the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood poster is, there's my blue light is on. Where that poster is, we are going to put a whole new shelf bookcase like this. This is the Atlantic Oscar 1080 extra large shelves. They're twice the price now and just slightly different, but the same size. So there's going to be one going over there, but one new revelation I think is going to happen since I last saw you guys is right over here. So this shelf here has a bunch. A lot of you guys said you want to see more like my memorabilia. This is just like a ornament that goes at Christmas time. They actually talk and stuff. This came from Universal's new Epic Universe, Monsters Land of Darkmoor over there. This is a painting that I did. But anyway, an editing award from Film Festival, stuff that Marty gave me, Marty Cove. Popcorn bucket from actually Hollywood Studios, Disney World. I just got that. I used to really collect a lot of metal lunch boxes. I sold them off to help pay for my first movie. But this shelf here has my CRT VCR combo here, which got to be careful with because it tried to eat a tape. Down here, not these two. Down here is some of the purge pile. Got my records over here. But this shelf in general, okay, is probably going to go now. Down here you have some other paintings that were given to me by an artist at Days of the Dead when we were both guests there. Some more, that's an award for scoring over there. And then I have the droid I built at Disney World, R2-D2. Some other little stuff down here. Baskets. This has camera lenses and stuff like that in it. This is my Arnold book. There is a big, in my member section, there is a big video about this book. It's a very, very, very rare book there. So all of this, I think this shelf is going to go. And I think we're going to put in another one of these shelves right here because it's going to, this shelf sticks out 14 inches. It's really deep. That shelf, these shelves only stick out about 5.5 inches. So it will give me a lot more floor space, and it's not as wide this way. So it's going to stop about right here. in the width. I don't have anywhere near the amount of DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever, to fill it right now, especially when you consider I'm getting a second one over here. So what I'm planning to do is over here, I am going to put another one. It's going to slide down and touch these old school shelves right here. And some of I'm probably going to put my Criterion collection up here and some select box sets. And then interspersed in there for now will be stuff like my lunch boxes, my cars up here, things like that, awards, pictures, things like that will probably be interspersed because I just won't have anywhere near the amount of movies to fill it, which is a good thing because it'll give me space to grow. And then this shelf is probably going to get moved to my living room. So trying to handle all that space. The thing I'll have to figure out what to do with is my big Taschen Arnold Schwarzenegger book right there and my big Taschen Mickey Mouse book right here. I'll have to figure out what to do with those. But my records as well, I have to figure out something to do with. I really would like to put them back over here. As you see, my record player is over here. Setting on top of a little receiver, a couple little speakers. I'm going to remedy that. But I could put my records back down here how they used to be. I just got to clean some stuff out. We may move the liquor cabinet stuff to somewhere in the dining room maybe if I can get a little liquor cabinet. I don't know yet. So if I did that, then my records could go down there and my books could go on top of here, kind of standing up where you can see them. Or since I am putting shelving over here and over the top, a big shelf, possibly they could go there. This book, by the way, there's 1,947 of them because Arnold was born in 1947. It has very rare photography in it from very famous photographers, on set stuff. There is even stuff in here from Andy Warhol that has never been seen. They're all individually numbered and autographed with a little message by Arnold Schwarzenegger, handwritten in here. So pretty cool piece of memorabilia. The Taschen book is Mickey Mouse is not that rare, but still very cool. And I just got to figure out where to put those. And then right here, where you see, I've got all kinds of memorabilia in here, guys. This is a Darth Vader mask. He's actually sitting on a plate from a restaurant at Disney World, the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. They had those plates forever. They got rid of them. I have the plate now. This is a painting I did. This is one that I was given by Noah Fine Art down at Epcot. So I'm going to find a new home for these. These are going to come out of here. Because right here, this is all going to move. My ATMOS, my tower speaker, and I'm not going to say what I got yet. I got a tower speaker. It's going to go here, and a subwoofer. Going to go here. Then there's going to be, I'm going to pull this plug out right here. There's going to be another tower speaker go right here. So they're going to sit, the tower speakers are going to sit on each side. Subwoofer down there. And then if you follow up, there'll be a shelf above the television. And the ATMOS speakers, I may not have time to do it initially on the first setup. They may have to just set on top of the towers. But the plan is to run them up and kind of bookend them over the top of the shelving up here so that they angle down. They're the wedge-shaped wall ATMOS speakers. So they're going to go up there. And then, of course, there'll be stuff up there on the shelf, too. So that's what that will look like. over there. And then this, will be a lot more tidy, flat, and small against the wall because it'll be one of these movie shelves. So that's the plan for in here right now. And one of those two shelves, now I just got the idea for the second shelf over here after the first one got here. Just got here yesterday. So I just got this crazy harebrained idea today, and I do think it'll work. I think it will work. I just may have to move around some other stuff, figure that out. But for the long haul, it takes up less floor space. It moves that way. It gives me more room for my speakers over there. It makes things nice and tidy. Doesn't stick off the wall so far. And it can hold like knickknacks, memorabilia, and movies. And I'll probably set, like I said, my Criterion collection will probably go over there by itself with a couple of select box sets. So the Criterion will get a place of its own over there. But I'll have to get that. She's building the shelf. We're going to go check on her building the shelf. Right here, I still got to get this out of the way. So I still got to get the kegerator out of the way without hurting myself, because I'm still trying to heal up my ribs and everything. So I got to get that out of the way. Pull that out of there. I'm going to lose my poster. So what I'm thinking I may do is on each side. The shelf is 6 feet right here. It's going to go across the top. It's 6 feet. This is 12 feet across. So I'm thinking on each side, what I may do is get a front snapping poster frame. One there on the end of the shelf. One there on the end of the shelf. And rotate like my Scream Factory posters. I may do that. So we'll see. And I got a lot of stuff over here. That's from my movie, Realm of Souls. That's our Grindhouse sort of drive-in movie poster. That is the original 1984 one sheet that Marty Cove gave to me when we were both guests at Days of the Dead in Los Angeles when I first met him, and I cast his son in the movie and him. We got to be friends. He gave me that, signed it, and got Billy Zabka to sign it when we were hanging out. That's my drama movie, Buried Cane. That's the poster. So a lot of stuff going on. Somebody asked, that's a painting I did of Walt Disney. You can see there's just stuff everywhere. Okay, and we'll get into more of it as we go. But in here, the house is like a bomb went off, so pay it no attention. Rich is in here. My minion putting together shelving. So this thing comes in a bunch of pieces. She's watching Hallmark Channel. Go figure.
It's a football Christmas movie.
A football Christmas movie in July. Mando is here helping out.
Supervising, as usual.
He's supervising. So this one doesn't look like it's putting together exactly the same as the other one, but I don't know because I didn't put those together either.
That's right. Got the whole place to ourselves.
So she is in here putting that together. We'll check back on her soon. And I don't know where I'm even going to start in here tonight. So let's just see. I already have a stack of purges over here. There's actually 2 stacks of purges. And I may start there. I don't really know where to start. I want to get this kegerator out of here, but that's kind of be boring to watch. So let's see.
Hey there, baby. If you wanna get crazy, well, come on in. I've been thinking, I'm feeling restless. sin. Yeah. I got a 65 Mustang. Well, man, those pipes ring. Won't you climb on in? I thought I heard your phone ring. Damn, that thing drives me insane. And I tell you again, oh, you can throw that thing through this here window, and mama, I wouldn't care at all. Grab that bottle so that you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Oh, no, no. You say you won't, you can do it, don't. You can ask me why. You have your will, just stay still. Can't say I didn't try. You can stand alone or just stay home, but I would rather die. It's in my bones, it's cold as stone, and I ain't gonna run and hide. No, no.
I've counted probably 15 in my head thus far that I'm gonna pull, and I already have like 20 over there. If I got to 50 that I purged, that I will purge, that would be pretty good. I think 50 would be a big number to go ahead and purge. So lots to keep doing here. I don't even know where to go from here. So I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go check on Risha again. I'm knocking stuff over down here. See, there's just stuff everywhere. I'm gonna go check on Risha and see how she's progressing. It's progressing. So I don't even know where to go from here because I'm going to need to put the camera down and do some legit work, which means I'm going to have to get this thing out of this corner. And that is going to be a fair amount of work in and of itself. And we'll see how that goes.
You can stand alone or just stay home, but I would rather die. It's in my bones, it's cold as stone, and I ain't gonna run and hide. No, no.
Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we are here with my ongoing series of remodeling, reorganizing, and setting up Dolby Atmos in my theater room, editing room. This is where all the movie magic happens here for YouTube, watching movies, everything else. We still have a mess, but we have made progress, and a lot of big things are about to happen. All right, so part of this today, I'm just going to set this thing down. What you get, you get. We may get some time lapses. I'm going to update you because since the end of the last video, and I'll show us putting it in here, we have the other shelf installed over here. I assure you it's leveled, even though it kind of looks like it's not leveled in this shot. You see the level up on top. And that is ready to go. So we are going to start moving movies around today, and that will give us a chance to start to unmess this stuff. So for part of it, I'm just going to kind of set the camera down. If I have to kind of move through it fast, I will. But we brought this thing in here last night. It was late. I had to be up really early, got it in here. There's still so much to be done. I've got to still get this shelf out of here. I got to replace this shelf. We're still waiting on this shelf to come in. So there is a lot. Part of my Atmos system arrived today. A couple big parts, not all of it. I didn't get everything from the same place. I ordered some stuff from Crutchfield, which is a big like sound place. So lots of stuff coming, but let's get to work. All right, as you see, like literally, there's just mess everywhere. I'm drinking water, getting hot in here. I'm still on my prescription meds for my rib condition that I got going on here. And so there's water setting everywhere. There's stuff where I've been watching movies. Stuff just piled. It's nuts. But we are on a mission now to bring some movies and start rearranging. So I'm going to find a spot to put this camera to where you can kind of see what we're doing. I think I'm going to start right now first, because this is going to be a lot of studio stuff over here now. So I think I'm going to take my studio comedies. I think I'm just going to start taking stuff and moving it over right here. So it's not going to go very far, but we'll see. We'll see. Lots of stuff to think about here.
Well, I see that you're traveling and where you're headed, my friend. That road that you're on, you won't like where it ends.
All right, so I am finding some doubles, some things that are going to be in my purge pile, and things that are out of order. So time to really get to work.
But hell, on that road you're going down.
All right, so it is the next day. I have still been working in here, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you the progress right now. I'm still waiting on some other shelving to come in, so I'm going to have a temporary shelving solution to get some of the movies off the floor that are moved off of the main stuff over here. And all of my ATMOS equipment is here. We may scan over it, but I'm probably going to do an unboxing of that. Maybe I'll do an unboxing on here. Maybe I will put it on this video, but it probably works better as a standalone because it's going to be hard to do it. But I want to show you the progress so far, tell you what I'm doing next, and we're getting there. All right, so I have rearranged all of my stuff back here. This is all the boutique wall now, with the exception of Criterion. Criterion is going to get its own special shelving, and that is what is I'm waiting on to come in. It's going to have my Criterion collection. It's going to have like book thick volumes of my favorite TV shows on that shelving, and then like pictures and books and stuff. So it's going to have special Criterion collection shelving. I'm not a pinky up, but I like to give it its due. All right, so it's going to set apart over here. But this is the boutique wall. We're going to take a look at everything. So I'm starting over here. I still have my big blockbuster box sets and the Scream Factory sets up top up here. And then if you keep swinging on around, this is all the studio release stuff. But up here, I do have like some of my Scream Factory little sets, and there's a Never Ending Story. And then this is the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. The graphic novel sets. So the way this works is my new background is going to be, and of course this is always my rotate out section over here. This is like seasonal and just different stuff that I like to change up and display, and maybe new stuff, things like that. So you're going to have blockbuster box sets. His stuff is going to be a lot of what's back here. So that's going to be on that side. And then the same thing over here. A lot of this stuff is his. So I kind of kept my guys together. My Schwarzenegger, Stallone, special 80s stuff is still together, mixed in here with the blockbuster box sets. So to kind of fill things in for now, like these are supposed to go in here. I just don't have enough. So a lot of stuff I've made myself have space because same thing here. This is going to be like the Marvel as I'm getting those Best Buy steel books and putting them in things. This is going to be like my Marvel section. And like I took these out of this box and displayed them here because I just don't have enough room to fill. I don't have enough stuff to fill in everything, which is a good problem to have. So I got tons of space to expand. So it's all of his stuff here with the exception of that. I love that steel book, and I'm not sure I would cover that with anything. Same thing, I took the Batman cases out of the box up there just to fill in for aesthetics. And I can always put them away as I get new stuff. So then I got my guys down here. And of course, Deadpool is kind of closing out the Marvel section. I got Karate Kid. Still got my man Marty down here. That one's important to me. And then I've still got my Stallone and Schwarzenegger stuff together. I went through, and right now I'm only keeping DVDs out here if I don't have any other format, like End of Days, or it's a snapper case, or if they don't have, if I have different special features on stuff. I got rid of a lot of Arnold Blu-rays. They're going in my purge pile over here because I've got a lot, I've got, if this has got the 4K and the Blu-ray, I don't need the old just standard Blu-ray. So I'm getting rid of stuff like that. And then I'm a big Christmas nerd, so Christmas is special to me. All my Christmas movies are right here together. So it's going to be a lot of Blockbuster box sets. And as I get stuff, like as I get new stuff from him or Brian's making the slip boxes and sending, like I can take these out here and put them back into their box set. And the same thing, I can put these in their box set and kind of and fill in. And like right now, same thing here. These are all empty. These Halloween ones are empty because I had just bought those when he was clearancing them, and I'm probably gonna end up giving these away if I get me a box set. But right now they're filling in, and yeah, so that's got that old Chucky box set down there. So that is what's going on back there, and then my wall back here. So I started with Arrow. It's a foreign, technically. I guess they're US based too, but I'll tell you how I did this. I started with Arrow box sets, and the way this is going to work is they're going to have 2 shelves across. So as you can see, I've got myself tons of room to expand. As you just kind of go left to right and back and forth. And then the box sets, Superman guards the pathway from where it turns box sets into slip covers. And I will probably actually go back and, like, I just kind of rearrange, see how there's some Blu-rays mixed in. I'll probably switch this to where it's 4Ks going into Blu-rays. I just had a lot to do. And then, you can't put movies on these middle shelves on this one because it's not tall enough. But you're running through, and then Little Sam in a Trick or Treat box, Blockbuster box set, slipcase ends the Arrow section here. So you can see, like, this whole section is just 2 boxes turned sideways. Like, I've got tons of room to expand Arrow. And then Arrow kind of runs into other foreign labels. So here's 88 Films down here. I decided to go ahead and put my Hammer boutique stuff down here. And then that runs into some, like, kind of, I did put the Paramount Plus, Paramount Presents down here. But as you can see, I have like other foreign releases down here, and like the foreign Warner Brothers release box sets and stuff like that. And then it runs continuing on into like 101 Films and stuff like that I just have a couple of. So that's Arrow and other foreign labels on those 2 shelves. And then I kick Vinegar Syndrome. Vinegar Syndrome gets 3 shelves across. So I started with the slip boxes, slip covers. See how I got some room in here still. And then it comes across for 3 shelves and stops, and then goes back. It's kind of like reading left to right. Box sets, you see I got some room here still. I got room here with the slip covers. I got ice turned sideways, so back and forth. And then you guys know that I'm putting together 2 sets of VSUs. So I'm going to have one set for a while turned like this, like on a bookshelf. And then I'm going to have mostly, as long as I can, a second whole set displayed like as a wall of art like this. And so you can see I've got 6 of them. I've got space to put more. I don't know if I'll be able to fit them all that way. So I'll have to just rotate maybe 8 of them. But that's my plan, to do that as long as I can. Then that leads into more box sets for Vinegar Syndrome. Of course, I got the last picture show big box set kind of turned sideways to take up some space there for now. And then it continues on down here with Cinematograph. And Cinematograph kind of will, I've got room to move around a lot here. Kicks into Second Sight down here with Nice Guy. Cinematograph runs in the Second Sight with my Second Sight stuff. And you come back and you still have like random, because Vinegar Syndrome will eventually expand down, and I'll move these eventually, a long time from now. You've got like random like partner label Vinegar Syndrome stuff. My 2 Ignite Films releases. And then like kind of things that I don't have as many of from different boutiques, like Imprints, Red Shirt, Umbrella. And then more foreign over here back towards Arrow with Turbine. You got, I'm expanding my Terror Vision collection. There's another 88 Films release, but that's just because I wanted to display it down here. And then down here is stuff that is eventually going to be given away. So you see I have an extra Street Trash, Iced, Surf 2, different stuff like that that's going to be given away. 88 Films kicks off over here with Blue Underground, and then into my Vestron collection, which is expanding. There is my Severin and Synapse right there. I don't have a ton of those. Then down at the bottom, we've got Code Red, Scorpion, Trauma, like kind of mixed in here. And then that goes over to my MVD collection right here. It's expanding. And that's going to leave Scream Factory next. So kicking off Scream Factory, which Scream Factory I buy the most of. I mean, I honestly buy the most of. They have the most movies, I think, overall that I remember seeing in the movie rental places and in the movie theaters in the 80s and 90s. And they have great 4K transfers. It just is what it is. So we start here with the Friday the 13th box set. And then they're going to get 2 shelves across now instead of 1. So we're kind of running in loose alphabetical order, back and forth. Still saving myself some space, displaying some artwork. Running back and forth. I just still, to this day, this is one of my favorites. I remember seeing like this as a kid. This artwork is so striking. And then that runs into, these 2 are at the end of the line and not alphabetized because I've still got to review those. And then that runs into the Shout Studios. I kind of did it separate somewhat. My Shout releases with Matinee, kicking those off. It's a high recommend. And then I'm just filling in space right here for now because that's going to be where more Scream Factory will go. And Scream Factory will... Shout Studios goes over here, by the way, to the second shelf. If I didn't show you guys this stuff over here. And then my Kino Lorber down here, kicking off with Summer Rental. You're going to get 4 shelves back and forth across here. DC Cab, in honor of my brother who loved it. Kicks off the Kino cult, kind of. And then there's Kinos that I've still got to evaluate and watch. But as you can see, I got tons of room down here left to expand. Tons of room down here to expand. I threw this in for space right now. That's more Scream Factory space that can happen. And then I kind of went into the studio stuff starts after Scream Factory and goes over here because I kind of wanted to keep the studio horror close to Scream Factory. So that kicks off with Lost Boys. And it's just going to get one whole shelf all the way down. So just kind of still back and forth. It's going to get that all the way down. And it's going to end with my Underworld set that was awesomely gifted to me. And Hubie Halloween kind of holding the fort down and some empty space down there. And then that's going to kick over to sci-fi. And the way I did it is Star Wars and Star Trek start off my sci-fi. So they're outside of the alphabetical order. So Star Wars kicks it off. That's all my Star Wars stuff. And then some Star Trek, and then we go into my next is Alien, which is works out perfect because I love it, and it's starts with an A. And then back and forth. So this is sci-fi. I do not delineate sci-fi horror. If it's sci-fi first, it goes over here. So you'll see Color Out of Space. You'll see Event Horizon over here. And I do put superhero movies. By and large with sci-fi other than the Marvel Steelbooks. I've still got to sort out the mess that is Jurassic Park, decide what I'm keeping and what I'm not. So this continues to go down. I did not delineate, at least for now, Lionsgate Limited is just with studio releases for now. So studio stuff, sci-fi, and then we come up and on the new shelf over here we start with comedy and loose alphabetical order, just sort of back and forth. And Boogie Nights kicks off drama. You see I'm saving space in places so that I can expand. And then that kicks off, 47 Ronin kicks off like action and adventure movies. Again, saving space. And then I do, kind of did do a standalone Tarantino section here. And then in the middle over here, I put all of my VHS because this is a different kind of shelf, and it has a middle shelf that was much bigger. So I got all of my VHSs that I still have are in this middle area. And then that kind of split up the action adventure, so we continue it on. And you see I'm saving space. And that leads into my old DVD television sets and DVDs, snapper cases, stuff like that can't go into anything else are all down here. So that is how it's looking. So you can see I am thoroughly surrounded, but I have left myself tons of space for expansion within these shelves. I mean, most everything is like really having to be turned out to like fill in space, and I still have one more big shelf coming. So lots of stuff, but as you can see right now, I still have like some old DVD book thick sets down there, plus my whole Criterion collection. And they are going to go over here on the other new shelving that's going to replace this. So they're going to be right here because it's going to mix in the Criterion collection, the big thick book block sets of DVDs, movie or TV shows, and then actual books and like pictures and knickknacks and stuff. So That will come over here on this wall. So my project today is cleaning and moving this out in preparation for the shelves. So that is where they're going. So far, I'm up to around 30 Purge movies. And so that will go here. I'm still keeping other stacks of To Evaluate movies. I've watched Frailty. I've watched Air America. But this is what it looks like from over here. But lots, I mean, you can still see there is still a big mess. On the new shelving too, Friends will go. So will Smallville. And the old sets of Smallville. Dawson's Creek, that big thick book style set. This will go over here. So we're cleaning this out. Got to get this cleaned up over here. All the liquor bottles are going to go out of here into a liquor cabinet. So this is going to be like my record cabinet again, like it's supposed to be. So lots to go. I may actually have to get I've got a couple more of these stands right here that were in my attic. And I may have to put those right here for right now because that shelving unit may take like another week to get here, and I don't want to keep everything piled on the floor that long. So I can easily, I've already got them down out of the attic, and I can just put the movies on them for now and get them off the floor. So it's kind of a placeholder. And I still have my shelves to put up high, like over the TV and everything. So lots more to do, but progress is being had. Progress is being made. And I think it's cool that you guys are into watching this. I got a lot of stuff that you probably haven't even seen. Of course, you guys know I got to work with John Schneider on a movie. Got to hang out with him, go to premieres and everything. And through him, I got to meet Tom Welling. I'm a big Superman fan. I don't get autographs, but after you hang out with someone, you drink with someone, like, me and Tyler with John Schneider and everything, and talking about why John Schneider doesn't drink tequila with Tom Welling. We were talking about that. Like, it's cool. So he gave me that picture. So there's a lot of stuff you guys haven't seen, but we'll get to see it all. And I just kind of charting this course. I may get some more posters up here. Who knows? But I'll bring you guys along with me as long as you enjoy taking a look at this. This won't replace primary videos or anything like that. This is just sort of extra, and I hope you enjoy it. But I'm going to drop it right there. This time, I'm going to do the ATMOS unboxing by itself because it's going to take a long time to unbox all that stuff. So look for that very, very soon because I got to get the stuff open. But I hope you enjoyed this other look, this ongoing rearranging, remodel of the movie room, bringing you guys along with me. And if you have, please like and subscribe. We do everything here. This isn't typical. We do movie reviews, 4K reviews, physical media news, and of course all my big rankings, lists, and recommendations that take off in the algorithm that everybody seems to love. So if that's the kind of things you enjoy, please like and subscribe. Help support the channel. My light is out right now, but I'm a neon guy. And if you want to join, you can join at my Patreon or right here on YouTube. Get your name on every video and all that, y'all. I really do appreciate all of your support. And until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.